So what we have here is a Troy built TB110. And what I did here was I bent my blade. Alright, now I heard of people saying they bent their blade. I never heard of it before. I mean, I should say I've never seen it before. That's what I meant to say. People have told me, oh, I bent my blade, you know. And no one really showed me pictures or anything, so I didn't understand what it meant to bend your blade on your lawnmower. So what I was doing was I was mowing the lawn, of course. So you see the handles folded down because it was in my trunk. So I was mowing the lawn and I had bent my blade. Well, what was going on was I was trying to mow and it got caught on an embankment and bent my blade. So I'm gonna try to make a little video to tell you how to fix it, and you know, maybe it'll help you. There's some other videos online that were kind of uninformative, but let me show you what I did so you can see how it's bent right there. Now it's flat right there. Yeah, I bent it like a fool. All right, to be continued. So what I had to do was turn it on. So I have a little bit of gas in there and I didn't want to pour it out. I tried to get it and I couldn't get it out of there, so it was just a little bit. So what I did was I turned it on the side and you got to lean up against a chair or something. So for this particular model, I went to Lowe's and I got this. It was like 20 bucks. So you need a 5/8 socket, damn bugs, and to get that off. Alright, so put him on here, righty tighty lefty loosey, and you gotta hold it with that so that way you don't hurt yourself or cut yourself with that blade. See, it's already bent and mess around, hurt your arm or something. So you gotta hold that stick and turn it at the same time. Alright, see, got loose. Here goes this. So, alright, now on this blade, you see the hump goes up toward the deck. Okay, and I scrape all that crap off of there. So we can take the stick out of here. Well, actually, take the screw out. Alright. Alright. And some crap. So you save this. That's trash. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut all this crap off and then catch back up with you. So as I was cleaning all this crap off of here, all this was all on there. You know, this thing falls off. So it's alright though. You see there's a groove. It goes back on there a specific way. I'm gonna go ahead and dig all this nasty stuff. I'll show you dig all that off of there. Neglecting my mower. So let me get back to you. So I scraped all this mess off of here. As good as that, you know, good, you know, cleaned up a good little bit with the old blade. You know, all that extra weight and nasty crap. All right, so I got the new blade. That's how it looks. Yep, I'm gonna take that plastic off. Show you here just a minute. So of course I thought I had a razor blade in my toolbox, but I didn't. So I had to go to the house to get a knife. They put this plastic on here. It's on here pretty freaking good. So you gotta cut that plastic off before you can do anything. So now that you got the plastic off, I noticed it on the other side. Turn it around. So you got a 21 inch. This is the number you need right here when you buy one. So this right here, there's instructions underneath here. It tells you to put on goggles and wear gloves and Don't play with electricity, don't do it in water, all that stuff I don't really need to read right now. So I'm just gonna leave it on there because I'm lazy. And so don't forget when you go to put this on, you know, that hump right there goes up like it was. But see, now this, that right there is gonna go in that groove. You do this like this. Alright. So then you put, let's see that, line that up right there with that. Right there like that. Oh, ain't that fancy. So then, yeah, I'm silly. And it goes on there like that. I got a bug in my face. Alright, then you keep doing like that. So, also, just to let you know that with your lawnmower like this, you're probably gonna flood your engine a little bit because it, you know, you get all the gas on one side. So we'll see what happens later. So got this, got that tight. All right, so my little tool. So I gotta turn the thing the other way. Righty tighty. All right. Turn to the left, turn to the right. Got it. You know. So righty tighty. So now I can't. I'm gonna have to put that stick back in there over there because it's gonna turn and. Well, let's see. I might not do it. All right, let's see. Yep, see, it's gonna turn. So I put that stick back in there and turn that back down and turn it as tight as I can. And I'll show you what happens here in a minute. So actually what I had to do was, since that stick was too short, I had to use the blade and stick it underneath this blade like that. It's the old blade. See, I bent it up. It's all crooked. This one's all straight. Oops, looking. So now I'm gonna take my ratchet. Yeah, right here. And some of the forces over there. See, it's pushing it. Tighten that up real good. Couple more turns, and then I'll show you what happens when I try to start it. So I tipped it back upright, and I see I made a mess over there. So that's telling me that when I go to start it, excuse me, when I go to start it, it's not going to start. I'm going to have to keep pulling the string a whole bunch of times. So, because the gas made a mess, and it's a machine, so sometimes you got to give it extra pulls. Alright, so what I had did was I had folded this down. Right, it's stuck under there, and you know, so I gotta put the little screw back in here, because that's how I take the screws out when I transport it. And then the little red thing goes back in here. I'm gonna show you the red part goes on the outside of the mower, and I'm gonna show you how you see this hole. Like if you want to store it, you can push this down and put the plug back in there. And that's how I had it when I transported it, but I didn't put the plug in there to transport it. It takes too much time. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this back up and then try to start it. When putting these on, you want to make sure that little square part, see how the whole square right there, you make sure it's in there all the way and tighten it up. I'm trying to show you with one hand. See, it goes in the hole all the way. And tighten them up all the way. Got this one already tight. I just loosened it. Already tight. So then these, I'll show you. These things, they go in there. So now there's another hole like this one down there. You gotta line it up in there. So I gotta pull it out. See, you screw this. See the hole? You catch it all the way down in there. Screw it in there. Tucks in there like that one. Keep turning it. It's tight. And move the handle a little bit to make sure it's real tight. So let's see. Alright, I got a mess right here, so I'm gonna turn this around. And try to start it. So what I did was first, I wanted to make sure there was still some gas in there. There's still some in there. You really can't see with the video, but you can see it. Okay. That way there's something in it when I try to start it, and then that little bit that's in there won't clog my, because it's gonna take a minute to start. So then once it starts, let me try to do it here. Once it starts, then it'll start. Once it starts the right way, it'll keep starting the right way. But it's not gonna start. I need both my hands, so let me see. Let me see. It's not gonna start. But it's probably gonna take me about 10 tries to start it. And I gotta put this down for just a minute. Okay, so it took those first 2 tries, and then it took 5 more pulls, and then it started. So I'm gonna show you here. Hold this down here, how it's starting. Well, and that's how you put on a blade.